Picture this, it's 4th and inches, the clock is ticking down, and your team's playoff hopes hang in the balance. Who do you trust to carry the weight of an entire season in their hands? That's right, a running back who can break through the line like a freight train and dance into the end zone like a ballerina. Today we're diving into the heart-pounding, turf-tearing world of the NFL's top 10 running backs for 2023. So grab your favorite jersey, smash the like and subscribe buttons, and let's get ready to rumble, because this list is gonna be a touchdown. Starting with number 10, Bijan Robinson. The first pick on our list was an absolute stud for the Texas Longhorns last season, and he would be ranked higher if he wasn't a rookie, but his ceiling is sky high. If there are any NFL fans who don't know who Bijan Robinson is, he'll soon put them on notice. While at Texas, Robinson ran for over 3,400 yards and 33 touchdowns. In his senior year alone, he ran for almost 1,600 yards and scored 18 touchdowns, which earned him the Doak Walker Award as the best running back in the country. He was also named an All-American. Robinson is a rare mix of speed and power, and since he's under 6 foot tall at 5'11 and 215 pounds, he can get low. This low center of gravity makes him incredibly elusive and difficult to tackle. The Falcons saw something they really liked in Robinson and took him 8th overall in this year's draft, hoping to pair him with the talented gunslinger Desmond Ridder as part of their talented young core of the future. The Falcons are desperate to break a 6-year playoff drought. The last time Atlanta played postseason football, they went 10-6 in 2017 before falling to the eventual Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles in the divisional round. Arthur Blank and the rest of the front office are banking on Bijan. If he turns out to be as much of a stud in the pros as he was in college, the future in Atlanta is incredibly bright. Number 9, Tony Pollard. The next pick on our list is a true burner for Big D. Tony Pollard may be a reliable pass catcher out of the backfield for the Cowboys, but his true strengths are his speed, elusiveness, and his ability to change direction on a dime. If Pollard builds off the career best season he had last year as a rusher, Dak Prescott will have another weapon to get the ball to, and he'll only make Dallas's offense that much more deadly as they continue to compete for the NFC East title and chase what would be a record-tying 6th Super Bowl championship. Entering his 5th season, Tony Pollard has spent the majority of his career in Ezekiel Elliott's shadow. But with Zeke now in New England, the Cowboys may have just found their running back of the future. Over the course of his time in the NFL, Pollard has carried the ball over 500 times and rushed for over 2,600 yards. And last year was Pollard's best season. When he finally saw action as a starter, he didn't disappoint. He hit 1,000 rushing yards for the first time in his career and scored 9 touchdowns on the ground. If last season was any indication of how good Pollard could be as the starting running back for the Dallas Cowboys, look out. Number 8, Naji Harris. He may only be in his 3rd NFL season, but Naji Harris has definitely made his mark on the league during his time with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's a potent mix of speed, soft hands, and pure power, all packaged into a 6 foot, 240 pound frame. While no one will ever be able to duplicate Jerome Bettis, the Steelers grabbed Harris 24th overall in the draft 2 years ago because Harris has a similar running style to the Bus, while also having better hands as a pass catcher out of the backfield. Over the course of his young career, Harris has rushed for 2,200 yards and 14 touchdowns on the ground, while racking up nearly 700 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns through the air. The biggest question mark with Harris, though, is if the Steelers will be able to utilize him correctly. Even after the win over Cleveland on Monday Night Football, Pittsburgh fans are still calling for OC Matt Canada's job. It would help Canada out tremendously if Harris had a breakout season in 2023. Number 7, Aaron Jones. Next up on this list for our top 10 running backs of 2023 is a guy who's been a staple of the Packers offense for years. Ever since being drafted in the 5th round in 2017, Aaron Jones has proven to be a solid running back who is the complete package. Even though he's only 5'9 and 208 pounds, which is shorter and smaller than your typical NFL running back, Jones has played much bigger for the pack when the occasion calls for it. He's a fast, elusive ball carrier, but he's not afraid to get up close and personal and truck defenders when he has to. Jones' best days are numbered though, as he's quickly approaching 30 years old, which is the age most running backs start to see their skills decline. But he still makes our top 10 list because of how valuable he is to Green Bay's offense and his consistency over his entire career. It'll be interesting to see how Jones is utilized in 2023, since Aaron Rodgers is no longer in Green Bay. While Rodgers was directing the offense for the Packers, Jones was not only a reliable running back, but was also an extremely effective pass catcher in space as well. Over the course of his 7 seasons in the NFL, Jones has rushed for over 5,800 yards and 43 touchdowns on the ground, while racking up over 1,800 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns through the air. But no one has to wonder how his role with the Packers will change without Rodgers. Head coach Matt LaFleur may lean more on Jones until Jordan Love grows into his role as Green Bay's quarterback of the future. Number 6, Travis Etienne. Jacksonville is hungry for more success after a big taste of it in 2022. The big reason for that success? A healthy Travis Etienne pounding the rock for the Jags. Etienne put together a solid season last year after missing all of 2021 with a foot injury. He ran the ball 220 times for 1,125 yards and 5 touchdowns. Etienne was also a steady presence in the backfield and served as Trevor Lawrence's go-to for quick checkdowns. Not only was he a stout running back, but Etienne also served as a reliable pass catcher in space as well, hauling in 35 catches for 315 yards. Even with his talent as a receiver, Etienne is underrated. But he makes this list because we've seen what he can do with a full season under his belt when he's healthy. He makes an already talented offensive unit even more dangerous. If he performs even better in 2023, there's no reason Jacksonville can't repeat as AFC South champs and make a deeper run in the playoffs. Number 5, Austin Ekeler. Austin Ekeler is a true NFL rags to riches story. He went undrafted in 2017 and steadily rose up the Chargers' depth chart before taking over as the starting running back in 2019. Since then, he's been one of LA's most reliable offensive weapons. He also has a nose for the end zone with 25 rushing touchdowns and an additional 13 receiving touchdowns in the last 2 years. He's a touchdown machine and an ideal fantasy football player most people can only dream of picking. Over the course of his career, Ekeler has been both an elusive and explosive running back for the Chargers. He might only be 5'10 and 200 pounds, which is average size for an NFL player, but he plays much bigger than he looks and has the capability to kickstart the Chargers' offense every time he touches the ball. Ekeler serves as the spark plug and motor of the LA offense alongside Justin Herbert. Over the course of his NFL career, Ekeler has racked up over 3,700 yards rushing and 34 touchdowns on the ground, while also catching nearly 400 passes for 3,500 yards and 29 receiving touchdowns. He's a rare two-way threat, a nightmare for any opposing DC unlucky enough to face him. Number 4, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry might be nearing 30 years old, but he's still got all the tools that a franchise running back is supposed to have. But he's best known for delivering punishing hits to any defender unlucky enough to stand in between him and the end zone. With the build of a linebacker and world-class speed for a man of his size, King Henry has long been one of the NFL's top rushers. While a few other running backs on this list are great pass catchers in space, that's one of the few weaknesses in Henry's game. But for what he doesn't have as a receiving weapon, he makes up for with pure dominance and power as a running back. Throughout his time in the NFL, Henry has rushed for more than 8,300 yards and 78 touchdowns. He's been a main ingredient in a classic ground and pound attack that has worked to perfection for the Titans. But this may be one of Henry's last opportunities to have a career year, as the old-fashioned running back position is dropping in value with every passing season. But Henry belongs on this list for his decorated career and his ability to be a game-breaking running back every time he touches the football. No matter which way the game may be trending, the 3-time Pro Bowler and 2-time rushing leader has definitely earned his place on this list. Number 3, Saquan Barkley. No top 10 running back list is complete without including the 2nd overall pick from 2018. No matter what kind of shape the Giants have been in over the years, Saquan Barkley has been one of their most consistent bright spots. From being named the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year, to his 2 trips to the Pro Bowl, and everything in between, Barkley is a once-in-a-generation type player. The Giants were wise to take him 5 years ago. His unique mix of power and speed makes him a fearsome offensive weapon against any opposing team. Over the course of his career, Barkley has stacked up over 4,200 yards and 29 touchdowns, and he'll have a chance to add more to the resume, but the Giants will need to rebound first. As of this video, they currently sit 0-1 after an embarrassing 40-0 opening night loss to the Dallas Cowboys. Barkley won't get as many chances to run the rock if his team is consistently playing from behind this season, but if he's given the opportunity to touch the ball, the defense better watch out. Number 2, Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs could do it all, and he can do it well. He led the league in rushing yards last season with 1,653 yards and hauled in 53 catches for a career-high 400 receiving yards. Not only that, but he's also one of the toughest running backs in the league to bring down. Jacobs frequently made opposing teams miss, as he led the league with 97 broken or missed tackles last season. He's also elusive when he's used as a pass catcher in space, and he frequently sparks big plays for the Raiders on screen passes or checkdowns. But not only is he fast and hard to catch, Jacobs can also move the pile when he needs to. No hole to run through? No problem. At 5'10" and 223 pounds, he's strong enough to move the pile with his powerful running style. Jacobs frequently makes something out of nothing, even when a play seems dead. The scariest thing about Jacobs, though, is he's in his prime and only getting better. At 24 years old, he's already got a pair of Pro Bowl appearances and the NFL rushing title under his belt. Josh Jacobs knows his worth as one of the best running backs in the NFL, and he held out for a new contract until the Raiders agreed to bring him back on a one-year deal worth up to $12 million. Whether he eventually decides to stay with the Raiders long-term or go somewhere else, Jacobs will certainly be one of the NFL's best running backs for years to come. Number 1, Christian McCaffrey. Now, some of you might think this could be a stretch due to his injury-prone career keeping him sidelined at times. But topping our list as the best running back going into 2023 is none other than Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey has always been an electrifying player in several areas of the game, whether it's running between the tackles like a traditional back or running crisp routes while hauling in highlight reel catches. He's the only running back who is truly excellent in every facet of the game. McCaffrey's multi-talented background was on full display for everyone to see last year, as he finished 8th in the NFL rushing yards with 1,139 yards, was second among running backs in receptions with 85, and had 741 receiving yards. San Francisco acquired McCaffrey in a mid-season trade with the Panthers, and he did not disappoint. He was one of the key players for the Niners in their run all the way to the NFC Championship game, and figures to be a huge factor for any success the team has in 2023. But McCaffrey's injury history is well documented. Over the course of his 7-year career in the NFL, CMC has dealt with various sprains and injuries to his ankles, thighs, hamstrings, and shoulders. If he can't manage to stay healthy in San Francisco, he could be dethroned as the NFL's top running back for 2023 and beyond. Honorable mentions, including a few who didn't make the cut. The top honorable mention for this list is Browns running back Nick Chubb, who would have likely been a top 3 running back in 2023. Unfortunately, Chubb suffered a catastrophic knee injury in the loss to the Steelers on Monday Night Football and is out for the rest of the season. His injury was so severe, the Monday Night Football crew opted to not show it on TV. It's unknown if or when he'll return to the football field, but all of us here at Redzone Rush hope and pray for a full recovery. Alvin Kamara and Jonathan Taylor are our other 2 honorable mentions. Jonathan Taylor has been on the physically unable to perform list and has been involved in a contract dispute with the Colts ever since the team declined to offer him a new contract. It's unknown if Taylor will ever suit up for the Colts again, but when he's on the field, he's one of the NFL's best. Alvin Kamara is currently serving a 3-game suspension for an incident that happened in Las Vegas last February. Kamara got into a fistfight with a man, punching him multiple times and being forced to pay $100,000 to cover the man's medical bills. He's currently scheduled to return for the Saints' Week 4 game against the Buccaneers. But what did you think? Did we get it right? Who did we miss? Let us know in the comments below. And if you had a blast, smash the like and subscribe button for more great content. From all of us here at Redzone Rush, thanks for watching.